This is another video on my journey through macular degeneration, and I guess I should say other eye conditions, because other than macular degeneration, I have also talked about that I have had cataracts over the years and a secondary cataract that was taken care of with a YAG laser in my right eye. I also have a secondary cataract in my left eye, and maybe someday that'll be ripe enough or cause me enough problems that I'll have to have a YAG laser in that eye. Now, another condition I have in my right eye is called Asteroid Hyalosis. That's right, asteroid, like an asteroid in outer space. Asteroid. Hyalosis is Hyalosis. And to describe it, it's a lot of floaters in my eye. I mean, a lot of them. And they don't just go from one side to the other. They just kind of jiggle around like stalactites or stalagmites in there, kind of a jelly-like substance. Well, I've had asteroid hyalosis in my right eye for years, but I started having more of a problem with it after I had major surgery in December of 2017. Right after that surgery, I constantly saw those floaters, the asteroid hyalosis that was in my right eye. So I went to my local optometrist and I said, hey, I am not seeing as well. I don't know why. It happened right after surgery, and what can you tell me? And he looked at me and said, I've had so many people come in after major surgery to tell me that they can't see as well. And I'm just going to tell you, Charlie, give it a few months and it'll probably be okay. So that was before he looked at my eye. Then he looked at my eye and he was examining it, and he said, oh my goodness. He said, you know, you have asteroid hyalosis in the right eye, and he says, I think it is a lot worse than what it was 6 months ago. He says, I think you need to go to your retina specialist and have him take a look at it. So I did that. Within the month, I got an appointment with my retina specialist, and he looked, and he said, actually, I am rating this the same as I have in the last few years, so you in no way are there yet to have surgery to remove the vitreous out of your right eye. And what I mean by that is the only treatment, they cannot laser all those floaters, all of the asteroid hyalosis that is in that right eye. What they can do someday, and there are risks with this, they can do what's called a vitrectomy. A vitrectomy is the sucking out of the vitreous fluid from the eyeball and replacing it with other a kind of a fake vitreous fluid that would fill up your eyeball so that your eye would have enough pressure in it. There are risks with it. A person can get retinal detachment from that. Some surgeons that do the vitrectomy require that you lay on your stomach with your head face down for 2 weeks after surgery because of the danger of something happening to the retina. I already have macular degeneration, so I am not a good candidate to get that sucked out. However, that's one of the reasons why the doctor that did my YAG laser said, I'm not sure I can help you. You have macular degeneration, you have asteroid hyalosis in that eye, and he said, I don't think we're going to do you much good. But it did. The YAG laser that put a hole in that capsule that holds the implant, the lens implant that's in my eye, because I had cataract surgery. I have a lens implant in my eye. Anyway, they shoot that laser through the lens implant or to the side of it. I'm not sure, around it. I don't know how the laser gets to the back of that capsule that holds the lens implant, but it puts a hole in it. That's what a YAG laser does. The capsule sometimes gets all cloudy, and it's like you're seeing it in a fog. It was like I was seeing through wax paper. And it was probably a combination of the secondary cataract and my asteroid hyalosis. Well, I said, well, can't you do something to that asteroid hyalosis while you're zapping the capsule in my eye and putting a hole in that? And he said, no. He said, that's an awful lot of stuff to try to zap with lasers back there. But you know what? I think he did hit some of that asteroid hyalosis, because there's a huge cloud of stuff that if I move my right eye left to right, if I get it in the right kind of light, I can see this cloud of stuff. And I can also see the asteroid hyalosis if I get it in the right kind of light. For most people, asteroid hyalosis, they are opacities, O-P-A-C-I-T-I-E-S, but your brain kind of sees around them and through them, so that you actually don't notice that you have the asteroid hyalosis. Well, since surgery 3 years ago, or 2.5 years ago, I noticed them. And after YAG surgery, I noticed them too. Now, most of the time my brain takes care of it, and I don't see that cloud of stuff going by that I think is what is just liquefied asteroid hyalosis. And I don't see the other pieces of asteroid hyalosis in my eye most of the time. But on a cloudy day, looking out through a window at just the right light, I can see it. So there are all sorts of conditions that can affect your eye. I just happen to have 2 or 3 that have affected my eyesight, and I thought it would be interesting for some of you to hear my story in case you have something similar, and what I have had to go through with my eyesight. I thank God every day for the eyesight that I still have, and I thank Him for the skills and the knowledge that He has given doctors and technicians to come up with ideas to help us with surgeries and with technology like this C-Boost here, and other things like virtual reality headsets like Iris Vision. And it's just fantastic, the things that I see. I love watching videos from guys on YouTube. There's a guy that has a channel called The Blind Life. Another person that has a channel called Blind to Billionaire. I read articles all the time about technology, and these guys that are on YouTube show everything from a walking cane to blind cane, a light up cane, LED canes, glasses to wear, all sorts of ideas. And they try out these items from other companies, and then they put it on YouTube, and to let the rest of us actually see how it is, because sometimes you just can't try these newfangled technologies out unless you fork over some money. But anyway, that is my video for today. I hope that it helps you. Thank you.